Good morning, all children of the Most High. I welcome you to another episode of Walk-Filled Spirit. My name is Prophet Enos, and you are welcome to God's Love TV channel, the channel that makes you understand how much you love God. Oh yes, last episode we were talking about the walk in the Spirit. It's still extended. The walk in the Spirit is not a thing of just a minute. It's a thing of always. He says, pray without ceasing. It means to say, walk in the Spirit at all times so that you shall know what is going on in the spiritual realm. For when you know what is going on in the spiritual realm, the natural realm becomes an easy thing. Oh yes, I say today I welcome you to this God's Love TV channel. This love of God, love for God, church for all. Why is that? It's because here we make you realize how much you love God. When God has loved us, so shall we love Him. It starts with God, and it extends to people. There is no way you can say you love people without loving God. No, it's impossible. You know, it shows itself when you are in trouble. If you say you love people, even the least you have, you will give it to people. Because you will show that you love God and you love people. But if you just say you love people, when you don't have, you cannot give. You can't give what you don't have. But in God, we have everything. For God is the supplier of our needs. Everything that we need, God shall supply them. Oh yes, we thank God for this day today that He has given us His word to live by. Oh yes, it's a walking spirit. Walking in spirit. In the last episode, we said does not exempt you from troubles, does not exempt you from hardship, but that it's a refinery process. Oh yes. Here we have taken from Joshua. Oh yes, even today we still taking from Joshua. For Joshua was led to walk in spirit. Why? Because he took the reins from Moses. And when you take the reins from the man of God, you are forced to be like that man of God. Ah yes, or even more. We thank God. And today's word, we're going to take it from Joshua 5. Oh, yes. This is the time Joshua was involved in a battle. And they were fighting for the city of Jericho. Wow. You know, God, when He leads you, He actually be before you. He fights for you. God makes sure that He's there for you. For you to realize that God is love. Oh yes. We thank God for today is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Ah yes. And we taking Joshua 5 verse 14. Listen. And he said, Nay, but as a captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place where Aaron thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. What does that mean? There is a word. This is a great word. This, by the time Joshua was engaged in the war with Jericho. They were trying to take over Jericho. They were, fighting hard to take over Jericho. But remember, the walls of Jericho didn't fall. Why? Because Joshua fought. No, they fell because of the Spirit of the Lord. The Spirit of the Lord fell the walls of Jericho. They were not easy to conquer because of their walls. And God said that they trusted in their chariots. They trusted in their walls. They trusted in everything that they had. But we shall trust in the Lord. That's what God said. We, as the children of the Most High, we shall trust in the Lord. That is the walk in the Spirit. Ah, yes. Here, Joshua was experiencing kind of, a battle, a war. But when he retreated to the mountain, he met the man of God. He met the servant of God. The servant of God was just there. Who was this? The prince of the army of God. Who is this one? This is Angel Michael. Because the Bible says he's the prince of the army of God. He's the leader of the army of God. Oh yes. So now, when he met met him, he asked him, who are ye? Who are you? When you are standing in front of me here, who are you? Are you for me or are you against me? And when the angel answered him to say, I am the prince of the army of God, he realized that he is in a holy place. And he said to him, take out thy shoes. Take out thy shoes and kneel. This is a holy place. What does that mean? That means when you are facing those challenges in spirit, or you take your shoes off, you kneel and you pray unto God. And you seek the Lord, for trouble shall come. The Bible says trouble shall endure for the night, but the joy of the Lord comes when? In the morning. That's why I always say good morning. Good. That is the walk in the spirit. We shall have battle. But some of the battle, we don't need to engage in a war. We just need to say, God, you know me. Thy will has to be done. As it is in heaven, so shall it be done here on earth. And remember, heaven is a peaceful place. When the enemy was taken out of heaven, heaven became a peaceful place. When he that was lying against our brother, he that was accusing our brothers was taken out of heaven. Heaven became what? It became a quiet place. It became a peaceful place. So that means if his will is done here on earth, your life shall become a quiet place. Your life shall become a peaceful place by the name of the Lord. Oh, we thank Jesus, for he died on the cross for this same issue, for our lives to become quiet, for our lives to become peaceful, for our lives to be the will of God, for us to meet the purpose of God. Walk in the Spirit. Walking in the Spirit means to say you go through troubles, but because of the Lord, you endure through those troubles. Because of the Lord, you come out of those troubles as a triumph. How do you then say you have passed when you haven't written a test? You need to read it. You need to write a test. You need to go through that test. So that at the end of the day, when you are out there, you say, I've walked through out of there. But I tell you, I don't know how. Why? Because it's this the things of the Spirit. When you start knowing how those are the things of the flesh, those is carnal ways, you will know how God took you out of those troubles. Remember your troubles of old, how you have passed through those troubles. It was because of God. God is taking you out. God has made you who you are today. And this is the day to say, God, thank you. Take off your shoes, kneel down and say, God, I thank you, for you are the leader, for you are the way, for you are the truth, for you are the life. The life that we seek is in the Lord. The spirit that we seek is in the Lord. There is nothing that we seek that is not in the Lord. For we don't live by ourselves, but we live by the Spirit of the Lord. Oh, I tell you, walking in the Spirit is exciting. When you know how to walk in the Spirit, when you say this walking in the Spirit, you shall be a great person. You shall know the purpose of God for your life. And when you know the purpose of God for your life, life shall become what God has actually designed it to be for you. He's the great designer. He's a great designer. When he says, I have designed you to be like this, that's what you will be. For walking in the Spirit is a thing of God. Oh, I thank God for you watching this channel. My name is Prophet Enos, and this is God's Love TV channel. Love of God, love for God, church for all. That is what God has actually given me to do. That's my purpose. I've deterred from my purpose before, and I've seen that God cannot be with me when I'm not doing God's purpose. But today I tell you, God is with me. God is walking with me. God is leading. He's showing me where to go. He's talking to me each and every time about who? You. For he loves you more. He loves you more. I tell you. He says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. It means he loves you more. He loves you more. Just believe that he loves you more, and you shall see what God shall do for you. This God of Prophet Enos, I fear him. I know he's a wonderful God. I know he's a great God. I know he's a man of war. He never loses any battle. Any battle that he engages in, he wins. For he is a God of love. Oh, thank you. May God bless you. May God give you all the desires of your heart. May God extend your lifetime for you to see his grace, For the sake of his name, not for you, for the sake of his name, shall he heal you, shall he deliver you, shall he give you his blessings. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.